Fine, yes. Thanks again for joining. Okay, so before I start the today's session, I don't know how many of you in the call have registered or not yet registered. If it is possible, just put in a message in the chat, just yes or no. If you're registered, just type yes, or if you're not registered, just type in no. Depending upon that, right? I'll probably try to have the session accordingly. Okay. If most of you are not registered, I would probably try to. You can even send me privately also. That is fine. So that if most of you are not yet registered, I will probably have one more kind of a demo session on any of the random topic. I'll take it and probably go over next 30 minutes so that you will get to know the kind of teaching that will be done. Or if you most of you have already registered, then we'll go with the regular day one. So just wait for a minute if you can possible for day one session and send it. Okay, fine. I think the people who haven't responded also, I will assume that they haven't registered. So what we'll do is majority of them haven't registered. So whatever joined, right? So what we'll do is I'll just pick a random topic from our course, and then we'll go over that 30 minutes. Okay, fine. So what we'll do is yesterday I've been deploying a war file for e-library application into a Tomcat, and I said that is application we'll be using it, right? So what I will do is today, from a monitoring, right? From a monitoring perspective, monitoring your Java application, monitoring your JVM, right? How you will be monitoring the JVM in Windows and as well as in the Linux. If your app server is, if your Tomcat is installed in Linux, or if your Tomcat is installed in Windows, how will you use? There's a tool called JConsole. Okay, JConsole is a tool that comes along with your Java installation. How can you use that to monitor your JVM? Okay, that is what we'll look into it. So two things. One, we'll look into what are the configuration you have to modify it to enable that monitoring, and then how will you use JConsole to monitor it, and what you will monitor. Okay, that is what we will look into it today. Okay. Yeah, I haven't shared the screen. I'm ready to share the screen. I'll do it now. Okay, fine. So first thing, I have my. I'm going to use a couple of things. One is I'll do things in Windows first. Okay, and then I'll go to the Linux and say show you how to do it in the Linux as well. Okay, the tool is going to be same. It's going to be JConsole. Okay, the source application is Tomcat with e-library application. First use case, you're having the app server installed in Windows. Okay, let me go and start the Windows. Okay, I'll go to the. Give me 1 second. Yeah, let me go to the bin configuration. Go to the Tomcat. Okay, so this is my Tomcat I was showing yesterday, and then in the web apps folder I have my e-library.war file that is deployed. Okay, so to enable monitoring, right? To enable your monitoring of your Tomcat or a JVM through something called JMX, right? What you have to do is you have to go to the bin, okay, and go to the catalina.bat file, edit, okay. So in this bat file, okay, you have to insert these 4 lines, okay. So what we are saying is enable remote monitoring, JMX remote equal to true, and then you have to give a port through which you can access these monitoring data. So you have to provide the port. So this configuration, say for example, if you are having your own missions that you're going to take care of in the performance environment, right? You can directly go to your app server machine, and then you can provide these properties. Or in places where you don't have a control of the missions, you have to ask your administrators or your server teams to insert these lines of code in your bat file, in the Catalina file. Okay, so once this is done, once this 4 lines of code is inserted, then you can go and restart your server. If it is already on, you can restart it. If it is not turned on, you can just go and turn on. Okay, so I'll go and start the server. Okay, it will probably take what, 5-10 seconds. Let it start.
Just one question here.
Yeah.
Without this, you will not be able to access your JConsole, is it, or the Tomcat? What was the reason you did this change? Can you please repeat?
No. So this is to enable the